When he went downstairs to buy bread at his ex-wife's request, he had no idea that this was a carefully planned conspiracy aimed directly at him. But the moment he came back home and set the paper bag down, he noticed a blood-stained knife lying on the floor, which immediately put him on alert. Following the metallic smell of blood in the air, he walked into the bedroom and saw his ex-wife Nora lying stiff on the bed, her throat slashed wide open, with no sign of life left. Before he could even process what was happening, two armed police officers burst into the room. Although Brian couldn't figure out what exactly was going on, it was obvious from the situation that he had been framed. But as a former top CIA operative, surrendering to just two ordinary police officers was nothing but a joke.
I didn't do this.
After taking down the two men inside the room, he heard hurried footsteps outside. Without hesitation, he leapt straight out of the window, bracing his body for the impact as he hit the ground. He picked up a fallen handgun just as police cars came roaring in pursuit. Brian knew full well he was already trapped in a vortex of conspiracy, and to break free, the first step was making sure he didn't get caught. Luckily, he was intimately familiar with the area's layout. He vaulted walls, climbed rooftops, cleared obstacles, zigzagged and sprinted with everything he had, eventually breaking into a nearby house. He slipped into the garage, tossed away the stolen police gun, and quickly crawled under a car. Beneath the planks was a sewage duct he had prepared as an escape route. Without a second thought, Brian rolled over and dropped down into it. By the time the pursuing officers reached the garage, they found nothing but emptiness. The suspect had completely vanished. By now, Brian had already escaped through the sewer system. Ignoring the stench covering his body, he rushed to a public phone and immediately informed his daughter Lisa about her mother's murder. He repeatedly warned her not to believe anything anyone else said, promising he would find a way to contact her again. The sudden devastating news nearly broke Lisa on the spot, but at this moment there was nothing she could do.